We want to talk about not the first slide, but go back. Just hit backspace. Delete. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of MP3 players, a lot of just music in general now is focusing on how much you can fit on a CD or how much you can fit on a file or whatever. So now we want to concentrate on what's important and what the artist wanted you to hear. So we said time to put sound back on top of the list. Next.
Okay, so we had 4 days and we're trying to figure out what's the concept going to be. This is just a part of the process. We did the grid on a piece of paper. We were crossing out ideas and stuff, and we finally came up with a few.
More than a few.
More than a few, actually, of course.
There's a lot more to it than this.
Definitely.
Pages of stuff. And we came up with a bunch of ideas from the workshop that the professor from SBA, he came in, he gave us ideas. So we started to do what is music.
Well, what is true sound? I think that was the hardest thing. Okay, so the first thing we came up with, we were like, okay, yeah, great sound. It's like, what's true sound? Live music, duh. So we're like, yeah, it's like a concert and a laptop. We got this.
The person would basically be like sitting there listening. You'd see like an image of a laptop, and the people are the keys. I don't know if you can see it, but there's people.
That's our idea.
Like, okay, there's people, right? And they have on T-shirts, but you only see the backs of their heads. And the T-shirts are basically the keys of the keyboard. And the screen has like a concert going on, and he's listening to it through the headphone, and the headphone has like a pulse going to him because it's like bringing life to him, because that's when music never sounded so true.
It's too complicated.
And the problem is that okay, sound quality, that's great, but it creates less focus on the laptop itself and more focus on the headphones. And we also discovered, boom, you can find it anywhere, specifically around the corner, giant glass building with the Apple on the front.
And since we're not trying to promote the Apple store, we tried to focus on more of the laptop and the sound quality than just the headphones. So back to the drawing board. Well, yeah, we know it's a 3-in-1 device. It has all this great sound. It's a functioning laptop. It has like a DJ studio, all these amazing things in it. So we said, why don't we put a guy in a cubicle at work, like he's using the laptop and he's listening to music, and then around his cubicle is all these actual things. Like there's actually a DJ studio there. There's actually like an office on this side, and then there's actually like a DVD player or something, or like, you know, something on each side, and they're all plugged into the cubicle, which is all plugged into the laptop. But
yeah,
the problem with that, it's not original, number one. And
we thought it was golden. We bought it to Cash, and the first thing he said was like, yeah, that's nice, but you know, do I give a
that's what Dijass means. So thank you, Cash, for that.
Since we're recording it, I don't want to curse.
So we used Dijass as like a model for everything we were doing then on. Would Cash give a, you know, sugar honey iced tea?
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we're getting desperate now. This one's yours.
Okay, so yes, this was my idea, and I thought it was great at the moment. Cash told me Dijass, but I thought it was great. I figured sound. How do you exemplify sound? In like sound waves. So we said, oh, the rainbow sort of looks like, you know, the sound waves. So why don't we make a rainbow and put music notes on it, like it's, you know, a music sheet or something, and then put the envy at the end of the rainbow and have a leprechaun next to it, right?
Yeah.
With these really big ears, because he's looking out for the true sound. Right?
Yeah, that was her. I was like, that is such crap.
No.
When is the leprechaun gonna come to the end of the rainbow and still at HP Envy? Like, that just doesn't sound right.
It sounded great at the moment.
Yeah.
The golden envy, you know? Right.
So we decided that we couldn't figure out what true sound was, but even if we could find a definition, we'd know that you would only be getting half of it.
We got that much down packed.
The puzzle.
So the thing is, okay, like we said, you're not getting the true sound. So we're giving you a puzzle without its pieces, and we're going to give you a headbud that's just one headbud. So that's your missing piece, your other earbud. Yes, not headbud, earbud. I also felt, hey, if someone was to give me this earbud, I would feel gypped. Where's my other earbud? So that's kind of what you're feeling when you're hearing your music without its full quality. So
yeah.
And pardon me, because it kind of looks like a sperm cell, so that's why it wouldn't work out.
Yeah, we couldn't use that.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got a problem on our hands.
We came to the conclusion that we have a huge problem on our hands, and we had to get down to the root of what this problem was. The sound quality isn't the greatest on MP3 files or other laptops, on anything else, because of this compression. In addition to the fact that we want to sell this to people, so how do we discover the problem and let people know what it is, make them aware? So our idea is, don't settle for half the sound. We thought of what music is, where it comes from, and a piano. What is a piano without all its keys? It's like a baby piano or something. So we thought of, like, when people see this, they're going to be like, okay, what's wrong with that? You're literally settling for half of the sound. That's all this is going to give you. You don't have the full spectrum of the keyboard, Another possible print ad was like a harp. What's a harp without all its strings? Literally, you're getting half of it. The third one was like a cello. What's a cello without its strings? It's like a bat. What's the point? It's no longer giving you the intended.
It's not functional either. So your sound's not really functional for you to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
And then the last ad was, we thought of, everyone's looking at it from the instrumental point of view, from sound point of view, but they're not thinking about the actual artist. The artist wants you to hear something, so we thought, you go to a concert, and Beyonce, she's known for her vocals and her range. So we said, what if you go to a concert and Beyonce has this really tiny mouth, and she has a microphone, but she can't really sing because her mouth is so tiny. So you're literally getting half of what she can produce.
Yeah, sweet dreams won't sound as sweet.
Yeah.
All right, now for the good thing. Who received the gift today? Let's see if we can open it up. Let's open up our gifts. The judges only. Nah. All right. All right. So who feels like they're being cheated? Huh? Huh? Okay. Yes. So now it's like, don't you feel like you're getting half the sound because you only one earphone. Now what we get to is like to bring awareness how we can get back the full sound quality from the HP Envy Beats.
And you're basically doing that by
So what we're going to do, we were going to go to either music stores like Sam Ash or, well, I don't really remember if PC Richards still sells music, or
Best Buy
or
Borders, Barnes and Nobles,
anywhere
places
that
like
sells
that.
electronics and music.
Or instead of going there, go to major cities and go to either parks or venues that we know a lot of people frequent, so that we can actually hand out these earbuds and have them feel cheated, and they can go to our website, which will be on the informational itself, and from there
it's like we're gonna set up booths on 42nd Street, 34th Street, in the parks, and then they could come there and listen to the laptop and get that full quality sound. So when they be like, okay, this is what I've been missing out on.
So another thing that I was also thinking of is, like, when you think of music, it puts you in a great mood when you listen to a specific song. You know, you may be mad and you have that one song that you always listen to because you can rant and rave and scream when the song is going on. Or, you know, you have that one song that you're listening to with your spouse and it just puts you in that romantic mood. So we think of music that it has such immense value in our lives. It's sort of like our baby, you know? So I took that and made it like a literal translation. Like, when parents have a child, they don't look at their child and say, "Oh, I can't wait to see you go off to community college," you know? That's not what they want for their child. They want the best. They want Yale, they want Harvard. So I thought so I thought with music, listen to me here. I know I came up with the leprechaun idea, but I'm serious. I thought with music, you want the top, you want the best for the music or for what the artist is trying to sell you. And the HP Envy Beats is the Ivy League of laptops and sound quality. Yeah, I tied it in, huh? So that's our presentation.